I wanted to ask you about Brock Lesnar. How did you prepare for a fight like that? That's a big motherfucker, bro.
Very big. I flew in Todd Duffy. I had a couple of wrestle guys, but Todd Duffy was because he was exactly the same size. He was actually the best sparring partner. We already fought. He kind of came to kind of learn and see. He was a unique character, so to say, but he was my best sparring partner because he was exactly the same size. And I finished him. I finished Todd exactly the way I finished Brock. So
with the body kick?
Yeah. And so I was telling my fiance at the time, I'm going to give him some punches, I'm going to give him some knees, I'm going to finish him with the kick. And you know how that when you're in the flow, right?
The liver kick.
Yeah.
How strong was Brock Lesnar when you were fighting him?
I didn't feel his strength.
Why is that?
Because, so sometimes you're in a certain flow, nobody can touch you.
Wow.
Right? And that was apparently that night for me.
Now you look strong too. Yeah.
I was like 250-ish, 250. I think on the scales 257, but
about the
my
same.
phone's in my pocket.
Yeah, that's about what I weigh right now. It's about the same. Fuck you laughing at.
What? I wasn't laughing at you.
What do you weigh now, Alistair?
He's about 270.
What?
220.
220?
220.
220.
Look at the guns.
Hey, where you at? 260, 270?
270?
We just weighed you the other day. You were like 268.
Yeah, I'm like 265.
So technically light heavyweight. You drop down, man.
Shit, I would never see light heavyweight again.
Why?
No?
I don't think so.
I think you will.
I think I want to drop down to like walk around like 230. I want to
230, 235.
Yeah, 230.
Because you're not that tall, right?
No, I'm 6'1".
But you are kind of...
I know you ain't laughing about that comment.
Bro, he came in, he called you a super heavyweight, and now he said, you're not that tall, and he went like this.
What are you? You like six? Well, you like 6'5"?
6'7".
6'4".
6'4".
Yeah, I'm 6'1".
I'm
What are you? You
6'.
6'3"?
6'3".
I'm 6. If we went back to back right now on camera, we're about the same. What do you mean? Why do you make that face every time? I just look short because I don't have a long torso.
I'm
Hey,
6'1".
Rampage, do you think you'll ever get back to 230?
What's wrong with these guys?
Hey,
dude?
Loco. Hey, chill out.
I was about 229. 228 was my heaviest.
Dude, you break it to 229.
Yeah,
huh?
I was heavy.
Come on.
Now I'm at like 168.
So
4% body fat.
I'm all into this longevity thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of also, if you're too heavy, you're just taking years off the top.
Yeah, that's why I dropped down to 168. They all made fun of me.
168.
That's what I was at, remember? My lowest.
But that was the low point?
Mm-hmm. Now I walk around at like 175. But I'm at 4% body fat. And I only eat Wagyu.
What it comes down to is inflammation. Inflammation, the way you eat and everything you do and the things you're messing with. Like I said, you see a lot of these guys like Brock Lesnar, like George, a lot of people who are in the game, they have that weird little thing that starts happening in their system. And Gordon Ryan, it's called diverticulitis, whatever it is, but it's a speeding up system of your guts and things from the certain supplements you take and the inflammation in your gut.
So it's the thyroid.
You got to clean. Inflammation is really the downfall of all of us.
What makes you bring up the gut? Because the gut is very important. But
the gut inflammation. I mean, you see all these guys.
He talks about it every day to me.
Guys that get the problems. You know what I mean?
No, but he's actually very right.
Yeah, he's very conscious of the gut health, the inflammation, but he's very conscious. See, sometimes if you were to talk like this on the podcast, people would love you because instead of making jokes about Rampage not pulling girls, they want to hear this.
Nobody talks about this stuff. You guys just want to bullshit and honey dick all day.
He talks about gut health all the time because what Luke's a big advocate of is controlling the flow of your thyroid, the flow of your body's inflammation. No, I'm just saying understanding that. And it's an up and down. It's an ebb and flow. You have to understand the diet, the inflammation, the cardio, how your body works together. And then you get like that perfect harmony and then you stay consistent at that. And he's big on that. That's what he brainwashes me every day about.
I think you lost.
Listen, I like it a lot. And that's exactly my journey as well.
There you go.
You have to take care of yourself. Otherwise, listen, what is the alternative? You're going to get in problems in 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, what matters the most? Health. But you only know it when you don't have it. Right?
That's a great quote.
Seen guys in the hospital,
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And we are also physical, so we like to use our bodies. And if you don't have it anymore,
yeah. One thing we got asked a lot in the JAXXON podcast Discord is who was a more tougher opponent for you, Brock in the UFC or Chuck in Pride?
Chuck in Pride.
Really?
Yeah. But I was young. I was 23 when I fought him. Didn't know anything. Training was not good. No strength and conditioning. So it's just. My coaches back then, I had Martijn de Jong, who was talented coach. He actually brought the whole grappling, the ground, the takedowns, hanging in the corner against the wall. But Lucien was a kind of a traditional coach, and his stuff didn't work. I mean, the knees worked, but other than that, I didn't see any low kicks, high kicks. And have you trained with Lucien once?
No, I never trained with him.
But you've seen us train, right?
You know what? Yeah, I seen. Maybe he helped pass with me one time. Maybe one of those training sessions. Yeah.
But you've seen me train many times because we were sharing locker rooms. All that stuff didn't work. And that means that you're putting so much energy and effort into workouts, 60%, 70%, because I was more with Lucien because he kind of demanded that. Yeah, as the head coach, he's like, but there was not the reality of what came out in the fight. So I don't think he's a good coach.
Not for MMA, right? What about for just strictly kickboxing?
In K1, he was also not present. Right? He had some smaller shows, some stuff there, but no, there was some technique, but you need to kind of. What I did was I just took all these techniques and I just transferred into MMA. Right, when there is a takedown, when there is movement, when somebody's just backing up, when somebody's coming in, the distance is different.
Yeah.
But I had to do that with everything from Lucien. So his stuff was not good, but then I would modify it and then it would